From WPTV News Channel 5, it's Slay Your Day with TA.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm TA from Taste and See South Florida here at WPTV News Channel 5, and I'm really happy to be here with you this afternoon. Happy Hanukkah to those of you who are celebrating. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can actually comment on the social media channel that you're watching on right now, and it'll show up, and I can pull your comment on, and you can even just say hi if you'd like to and where you're watching from. There's a unique need this year for toys. And I'm going to bring in Trevor McLaughlin because you work for the United Way of Palm Beach County. And, normally this year we would be out on our circle drive, just really collecting toys with you guys, different groups coming by, our anchors and reporters and everybody participating and getting a candy cane if you donated, and really collecting. This was kind of the central location for toys. People would come with their dogs, people donating dolls, and for all age groups. I love that photo of Shannon Cake, by the way.
That's great.
And we were just all come together as a station and as a community to make sure we can take care of the needy kids in our family, in our community. And it's different this year because of the coronavirus pandemic. The community is really needing. And could you explain what you've seen in Palm Beach County? Who needs help? What's going on?
Yeah, TA, one of the biggest things for us is that we love doing the toy drive, and it's really great to see the smiles on kids' faces. Well, a lot of the smiles are growing, and there are going to be plenty of them this year as we try to give back to them this toy drive in a different way. But places like Adopt a Family has seen the growth of need from kids needing this, because what's happened is that, as we all know, the economic downturn has turned sour, and people are really starting to have an issue trying to get back into the swing of things. And there's more kids than ever before that are in need of just some smiles, some holiday smiles. Yeah. And, we're not able to do the toy drive that we typically do, where the smiles given every second of the day, but we can still do the same kind of effort, and we can do it in a social distance way as well.
Well, Cheryl Lynn has a great question. Where can I drop off some toys? We're not actually collecting physical toys at a location, are we?
No, we are. And this is what's really great, is that United Way is always about finding solutions, and people like you at WPTV and everybody in the community kind of helped us out with this. And what we're trying to do is figure out, how can we do something that has no touching? There's a social distance. How can we make that happen? Because even buying a toy is getting out in public. So what we're doing is we're going to, as you go to our website, you have a chance to choose from over 30 different nonprofits where you can donate through a Target wish list or an Amazon wish list. And what's going to happen is you pick out the toy that they requested, you buy it, and it ships right to them. So you don't have to go to a store. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to have them go pick up any toys. You can purchase it right online, send it over to, say, Adopt a Family or Achievement Centers. You can send it right over to them right from our website by using Amazon or Target, and you don't have to worry about it. And the smiles are still the same, and you're able to do more and give more as well.
And a friend of mine from Cycle Bar, Ashley Cope, she's my trainer. She actually had a really good tip yesterday. Some people were buying toys, and they were like, well, what does a 3-year-old want? You can actually put in Amazon toys for 3-year-old.
Absolutely.
And it gives you a ton of suggestions.
Yeah, and if you have a favorite foundation that you like to give to every year, or you just want to be able to give to something that meets your purpose, you go through our list and you'll be able to go right to it. And they even have a list. It's like a gift registry, right? So if you're registering for a baby shower or a bridal shower or something like that, you can go right to the registry. They'll tell you exactly what they're looking for. And if you want to give something special too, you can do that as well.
Michelle says, what about if you've already bought the toys? I mean, that's a good question.
What I will say is go to our list and be able to contact these places directly. We'll be able to help you out. You can contact us, and we can give you to one of these great nonprofits that'll be able to help you out and to collect those toys. So it's not that we're holding you back from doing it. We want to do it in the most safe ways possible.
I actually heard from a organization, we talked about this earlier, that never really, they do a lot of grassroots work in Northern Palm Beach County and Southern Martin County. And I've never heard a plea from this organization before. And they said this year they're having to put people on a wait list for toys. And that just sounds wrong to me.
It is. And, a lot of the toy drives, we do one toy drive. And there's many other organizations throughout the counties that do the toy drive as well. But if they weren't able to get something like this in place, or they weren't able to do the toy bins and people aren't going out as much, how do we maximize that? And that's what this does, right? And I think that we know the need is great. And we always talk about what's down and what's happening in our economy today. But if you buy a toy today for somebody tomorrow, that smile gets bigger. You have something for those kids to open up on the holidays. And you know what? It just feels good when you do something like this. It really does feel good. And you're doing it in an interesting way that you've never done it before.
And frankly, it sounds easier to me.
It is. I mean, I Amazon shop all the time. I Amazon shop this morning, and we just went through, Cyber Monday and Black Friday. And now I have it, Amazon's the first thing I type into my bar every morning to see what's happening. We all do it. So let's make it be different. And even I'm going to tell you what, TA, we've learned so much during the pandemic of how to pivot and how to make things work, that in years to come, this may be something that we do every year just because of the accessibility.
I was talking to some coworkers here at WPTV News Channel 5 about some of the efficiencies that we now have. Like, longer, this is a rare day for me to be in the station. It doesn't happen. I can broadcast from my balcony if I wanted to.
Right.
And I no longer have to drive here to go back up to Northern Palm Beach County where I live. I can save that hour and just work from my home. I mean, so this is another example of that. But I do want to talk about the 30 nonprofits that need your help, because you're not actually collecting toys like we said. You are acting as a facilitator for these charities. Can you paint a picture of what some of these charities need?
Yeah, so a lot of these charities need all age groups. It is not going to be gender specific. It's not anything. It's just all age groups need something. It could be a teenager even. There's opportunities to give it all age levels. So there could be a single mother who has a 3-year-old and an infant. There's an opportunity within these areas that'll tell you what you can shop for. And before, when you were just shopping and you toss it in the bin and we had to sort everything out and get it to them, it's not like that anymore. So now you can go right to the registry, find out what their focus is. So maybe your big focus is that, when I was 8 years old, I got a fire truck. I can go to one of these wish lists, find out who's giving an 8-year-old a fire truck and get that. So that way that I shared something that was a part of my past that I can give back to somebody now.
I want to get to some of these questions that are coming in. If you have a question, feel free to make a comment on whatever social media platform you're watching us on. Stacy wants to know where she can drop off in Boca Raton. We'll answer that again. Really, Stacy, see the link that's scrolling on the bottom of your screen, unitedwaypbc.org/toy-drive. If you go to that link, you can find a charity near Boca Raton or in Boca Raton, because there's charities from all over, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The entire county.
And you can coordinate with them to where you can drop it off. Teresa wants to know, what is the Amazon link? You don't actually go to Amazon, correct?
No, yeah. So if you go to our website, each wish list. So say we're looking at the screen right now, Digital Vibes, which is a great partner of ours. It gives back to the community in some great ways for teens and young kids to be able to dance and kind of express themselves. You go to that website. If you go to the Amazon wish list, you'll go there and pick right from there. So even if you have your credit card saved on Amazon, which some of us do, you can just go right on there and it'll be able to go right to Amazon and purchase right there.
Can we talk about why this is $349 for Legos?
I'm telling you, they have really started to price up. I remember my Lego set was like, that was what we afforded. That's what we had. Now I can't do it.
El Sol and Jupiter's on the list. I bet they'll take actual toys there. Nikki says Palm Beach Skate Zone is collecting new toys for Little Smiles. Is Little Smiles one of your partners?
They're not, but there's a lot of other places that may not have jumped in right away. So we try to do a call every time we do this, and some people may not be able to get in. They may have email may get lost in spam, whatever it is. We try to touch as many people as we can to make sure they're still wanting to do that. Teresa has a question or has a comment. There are nonprofits that take gently used items such as Friends of Foster Children of Palm Beach County. They have a closet for foster parents. That's good to know. Cheryl Lynn says, thank you for the information. And then Michelle said, where is it located? Oh, she's talking about the foster children of Palm Beach. Yeah. Sometimes on these streams, it's hard to know what conversation links up with. Yeah, but I think they brought up a good point. Is that the families that are out there right now, adoptive family, foster families, however it may come about, the need is greater than ever before. And it could be something that you have in your closet that you're trying to get rid of, or that you want to donate, or there's something that you bought for somebody. You bought two of, it was Cyber Monday and you got really excited that you want to donate back. There's enough organizations out there to help out. Our toy drive is just the tip of the iceberg that's happening in the county. Our community here in Palm Beach County and along the Treasure Coast have really stepped up during this pandemic in a big way. They didn't know they had to do it this year. They're reaching deep into whatever they can do, their time, talent, and their treasure to make this happen. So if you see this need and this is something that strikes you, go to our website, UnitedWayPVC.org. You can find our toy drive there, but there's other organizations. We need it more than ever before in the nonprofit space because we are that supply chain to fill those gaps. And the community is stepping up, and this is another opportunity for the community to do the same.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was so disappointed when I heard we weren't going to have our toy drive this year at Channel 5, because it's honestly one of my favorite things, because you get to see the viewers come in and drive from wherever they are. They could be Boca to Sebastian and come in our circle drive and drop it off. And, we sort as we go. And then, like a moving company, I think it's Good Greek, comes in and ships it off to wherever you guys warehouse the toys. And it's just great that we're able to still do this year.
We have to find ways, right? I mean, TA, it's all about what do we have at our disposal right now. And, just like with food or with any kind of financial stability, we need to find ways to make this work, because the pandemic hit us like a ton of bricks on March 13th and everything stopped. And that's including the nonprofits. We had to figure out how to make things happen. And everything that we do is community involvement. We're sourcing community input to say, what do we need to do? How do we make this thing come to life? And then finding the solutions. And a lot of times it's just about getting the right people in the room and asking the right questions to be able to find a solution. And we were able to make that happen with this. And we're totally stoked that we're able to continue this year.
Teresa's passing out on a link for that for Michelle, so appreciate that. Trevor, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want to add from the United Way of Palm Beach County?
This has been everybody's talking about 2020 as being this year that's been year of change. And there's a lot of positivity that's coming this year. We just talked about it. We're able to find new solutions to something that we didn't know that there was a gap, right? Now we're finding these gaps and we're finding out. So when 2021 hits, this is the end of the year, that we can now look at progress for 2021, take everything that we've learned, continue it on for next year, but understand that we appreciate everybody in this community. They've stepped up in a big way this year. And like every other year that we do this, they're going to continue to rise. And we really appreciate everybody in the county and in the community to helping us out.
Ellen says, I went on the United Way's website. I saw a wish list and it's for in-store.
So Target has both. You can do both online and in-store.
Oh, I see. Yep. Okay, well, thank you so much. Oops, I lost you. Thank you so much. Here, I'm done with you. Hang up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. We really appreciate y'all's efforts to help service our community.
TA, I really appreciate it. As always, my man, and WPTV has been a great partner this year, and thank you all very much.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Slay Your Day can be found in the WPTV app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Plus on the Taste and See South Florida Facebook page and the WPTV free